There are times that you should do it yourself, and there are times that you should just not do it.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
We have absorbed the light emitted from LED screens into our eyeballs and deciphered the light and shapes into advice questions that you have typed on Facebook. And now we will answer your questions. Not all of them.
Is that really what we did?
Yeah, it's
I didn't think of it in such a technical sense.
It's a thorough explanation of it.
Okay, Charles Bennett
We're not gonna answer all questions, but just Charles's and a few other people's.
Charles Bennett asks, how do I find my next DIY project? Now, Charles, I assume that by DIY you mean do it yourself.
Yes, he does.
And not does it yolk.
Does it yogurt? We could do that later.
Yolk. Does it yolk?
Oh, no. No, like can it hold things around its shoulders and then pull a plow?
That wouldn't work. Okay, but the answer to this question is Pinterest, of course. Now that it is 2015, everyone is now aware of Pinterest, and this is where you go.
Including us all of a sudden.
This is where
I've never known about Pinterest before. I'm just going on record. This is the first time I've ever been on Pinterest.
You know, everybody now officially knows.
I'm not even being facetious. I'm just trying to cover up for the fact that I'm addicted to Pinterest.
And this is, Link does have an account. He's not embarrassed about that. This is where you go to find out what you're going to do yourself. But really, you're not gonna do it yourself. You're gonna do something that somebody else did, and then you're gonna do that yourself. But here's the problem with Pinterest. It's so tempting, but a large percentage of the time you can get pulled into a completely ridiculous project. So if you're gonna go to Pinterest, do not get pulled into things like this.
Like what, Rhett?
Cute duct tape dresses.
Well, hold on. It's got the words cute, it's got the word duct tape, and it's got the word dresses in it. What's not to like? Look at the redhead
Your
there.
reputation.
There's a lot of sweating that goes on when you wear a full duct tape outfit. I mean, they're smiling now. Well, they're not smiling. But the reason why is because he's sweating everywhere and he's hating himself.
He's like, I'm doing a half jacket, just a shoulder jacket.
Because it's so hot with a duct tape jacket.
It gets worse than that. How about recycled jean slippers?
Oh, okay. That is, stupid.
This is like putting your feet in the pockets of your own butt. The butt of your pants.
Yeah, and if you can do that without removing them like they have, then you should be in Cirque du Soleil, or at least a yoga class. I don't know.
More footwear.
I'll put my feet in someone else's back pockets.
That's a do-it-yourself.
It's like, slow down! I gotta flip over and.
How about turn old Crocs into crochet boots?
How about not?
These seem really functional, though, in their defense. Seems like it keep a lot of stuff out.
Is the screwdriver attached?
Nothing gets through crochet, guys. Bugs, dirt,
air.
It's like a barrier. Okay, repurpose an old dumpster into a pool.
Whoa, yeah, I've got an old dumpster laying around. What do you mean repurpose an old dumpster? Will you buy one on Craigslist?
I don't know about this. This is done in several locations.
I think they just keep moving that dumpster around.
Maybe it's also a boat. You know, it's like, well, we washed up on the beach.
It's an amphibious vehicle, they keep moving it around kind of a thing?
This is a little sad, the boyfriend pillow.
Why isn't it called half of a boyfriend pillow? And once you realize you only got half a boyfriend and he's headless.
This is about expectations though, Link. Oh. You spend a lot of time with half a boyfriend and you get a whole boyfriend and you're like, whoa, this is good, this is good. He also doesn't have felt hands.
He's a big guy.
Barefoot sandals. Speaking of purposeless.
I don't get this. Why would I ever want anyone to think that I have a sole under my foot?
No, cool. It's cool. I'm barefooted. It's cool. I'm barefooted. I'm still barefooted. Don't worry. It's not actually a sandal.
That voice doesn't go with that foot.
No, if I had them on. How about a birdhouse made of bread?
Now we're on to something that A, I can do, and B, I'm very curious about how it really works.
Well, I think it's pretty simple.
Does a bird live in it or does a bird eat it?
No, the bird eats his way out of it. He lives in it temporarily and then he eats it, just like my first home.
That is sad. Hey, what happened to your home, Larry?
Now this one's gonna take a lot of time if you commit to it. It's cut out the shoulders of your shirt.
Sounds complicated.
It's not that complicated.
Pointless.
You know why? I did it myself. Come here.
Are you gonna? Am I going on a tour?
Look at that.
It's
the best idea anyone's ever had.
It's like I made a shirt sad.
No.
It's so droopy.
Hey, think
Is
about
this a thing for anyone?
It's a thing for me and you now. Listen, think about your body and think about your shoulders and what do they feel like? They feel like they're free.
Well, they're a little cool.
Shirts don't need shoulders, and we finally discovered it.
Do girls really do this?
I don't know. I'm doing it.
Is that? And look, it shows off these.
You're not. Yeah, the bones.
Like the
shoulder,
bones.
The bone part.
I've got
of
such
your shoulder.
pronounced these. I'm gonna show it off. Let's go to another question, shall we? Should we change back first?
No.
Okay, Joel Garner asks, how do I build a powered exoskeleton to help me rescue my girlfriend? Her dad's an important general who's been kidnapped by a dark lord. I live in a world with medieval levels of technology and slightly above. Any and all help appreciated.
Well, Joel Garner, since you asked.
You must construct your exoskeleton from an actual skeleton of the Mugu fish. The Mugu fish can only be caught using a wooden axe from the trees in the Forgotten Forest. Then you have to travel over Mount Druben to the land of Grakon. When you arrive at the home of Jibu, pay him 33 pearls for a Blastian stone. The Blastian stone has the Mega Force contained inside it, which you can use to power your exoskeleton. Unfortunately, the Dark Lord also possesses an exoskeleton, so it's important that you bring your glowing Helix sword. The combination of the glowing Helix sword and your Blastian stone-powered exoskeleton should help you defeat the Dark Lord and save your girlfriend. It's customary to ask the General's permission for your girlfriend's hand in marriage, as it is written in the Stone of Shlex that the woman who was to be saved from the Dark Lord and the man who defeated him would be wed and will birth a child that will unite the land of Prolon. Congratulations, Joel Garner. You should now be the king.
Moving on from DIY questions, Sam Animations asked, what would you do if Rhett and Link showed up at your door with a camera facing you?
Now, we know this question is on a lot of your minds. Well, you all have one mind each, hopefully, but you're thinking it is what I'm trying to say. So we recently ventured out in order to answer this question firsthand. All right, so we're going up to this house, gonna knock on the door, put a camera in their face, this camera. Knock, knock.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, we're
Rhett and
Rhett
Link.
and Link from the internet.
Who?
Rhett and Link.
Rhett and Link.
So, yeah, I didn't call you.
You're right, you didn't.
Okay. Well, I don't have any internet, so I don't need anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
So that's what happens when we show up at your door.
I think I sense a friendship brewing.
Oh, of course. I've been talking to this guy.
You been walking over there without me?
Yeah.
And knocking on his screen door?
He let me inside.
I think maybe he thought we were from the internet company.
Maybe?
You think? I think the lesson learned is if a knock happens upon your door, don't answer it. That's the lesson here.
Thanks for your questions and thanks for liking and commenting on this video.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Ruby.
And I'm Melanie. We're at Islands of Adventure.
In Orlando, Florida.
And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
We've got a big picture that we sell. We call it a poster. You can get it at rhettandlink.com/store.
Also, click there to go Mythical More. Hang out with us as we taste test these German potato chips, ketchup and mayonnaise flavored. Other mail to scare you with is gonna come out as well.
Unisong about coasters. This is when we sing a song
In
together.
unison.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I love, baby.
It's coasters. I like to put down my drink.
And when I do, it coasts, baby. Also, I want you to take this puppet, and I don't know, but I had it made for you. It's you. Just make-
also can.